This is Standing Watch. And now, Evangelist Norbert Link.
Greetings everyone, and welcome back to our Standing Watch program. I was absolutely shocked by an abominable decision in Great Britain regarding a forced abortion. Now, I wouldn't have believed that something like that would be possible today in a civilized society, but I guess everything is possible. Here's the article published by Fox News dated June 22. A British judge ordered Friday that an abortion be performed on a mentally disabled woman who is 22 weeks pregnant, despite objections from the woman and her mother. Justice Nathalie Leven admits in the ruling of the heartbreaking case that it is an immense intrusion to order the abortion against the woman's will, but argued that it is in the best interest of the woman. The unnamed woman, a Roman Catholic, reportedly has developmental disabilities and the mental age of a 6 to 9-year-old. She has been described as being in her 20s and is in the care of an NHS trust as part of the country's National Health Service, which, by the way, advocated the abortion. The woman's mother, a former midwife, opposes the abortion procedure and told the court that she could take care of the child with the support from the daughter, Sky News reported. A social worker who works with the woman also said the pregnancy should not be terminated. But the judge said the woman didn't have the mental capacity to make her own decisions, even if it looked like she wanted to continue the pregnancy. I think she would like to have a baby in the same way she would like to have a nice doll, she said, pointing out that she did not fully comprehend what having a baby entails. She added that having a child would be more traumatic for the woman than aborting it, as she would not be able to take care of the child due to the risk posed by her mental health problems, and it would have to be put in a foster care. Now, when I read that, I had to conclude this is an appalling and abominable decision in which the quote-unquote best interest clause has been terribly abused, as it is being abused, not just only in Great Britain in our court systems. There was no consideration given whatsoever for the life of the child, the unborn child. This reminded me of the horrible decisions in Nazi Germany. However, you're not talking about Nazi Germany, you're talking about a quote-unquote civilized country like Great Britain. It's appalling that something like that could be possible. Now, there is some good news here, because the Sun wrote on June 24. A court ruling that a woman with the mental age of a child must have an abortion against her will has been overturned by a court of appeal after her mom said she would care for the baby. John Sherrington, a bishop in the Catholic Diocese of Westminster, called the original ruling sad and distressing. He added that it raises serious questions about the meaning of best interest when a patient lacks mental capacity and is subject to the court's decision against her will. You see, 6 specialists, the article points out, had concluded that giving birth and having a child would be detrimental to the woman's psychiatric health. Now, thankfully, this abominable decision was overturned, but it's shocking, it's frustrating to even think about, and frightening for that matter, that a court could even make such an initial abhorrent decision without any regard for the life of the child. Breitbart added on June 24, "Thank God, humanity has prevailed," said Father Frank Pavone, National Director of Priests for Life, reacting to the news of the decision of the Courts of Appeal. Courts simply do not have the authority to order the killing of a baby. Now it's time for all of us to resist the injustice of abortion in whatever way it rears its ugly head. In a statement, Claire McCarthy of Right to Life UK addressed the concerns of Levin's pro-abortion rights background. Justice Levin's background as a lawyer in numerous abortion advocacy cases calls into question her fitness to educate in this case, she said. To adjudicate in this case. The fact that this case relates directly to abortion and the fact that the judge has a strong background of pro-abortion advocacy undermines the impartiality of the judiciary. Absolutely correct. This judge should have never been given the right to make such a decision. But that's what a corrupt legal system is all about. In the United States, Florida Senator Marco Rubio condemned Levin's ruling on Twitter, saying the U.S. should offer her and her mother a visa. And why are the voices who always talk about a woman's right to choose so quiet on this? Susan B. Anthony List President Marjorie Dannenfelser calls the decision for forced abortion a horrific violation of the human rights of both unborn children and their mothers. Justice Levin's order is a type of oppression one would expect to see under a totalitarian regime like China's brutal state-enforced population control, the pro-life leader added. Such a ruling could not occur in a vacuum, and this is now the important point. It exposes a culture of devaluation of human life and prejudice toward individuals with disabilities right up to the most elite levels of society. It's talking about people with disabilities. It's talking about the right of the unborn child, which doesn't seem to exist in our Western societies. What an abomination. What an absolute transgression of God's law. A society which allows this kind of thing to happen is doomed. And unless we are going to repent as a nation, as nations, we all are doomed, and that is what God is promising us, warning us, giving us that stern warning. We had better wake up. Abortion, my friends, is murder. We have prepared a free booklet, Are You Already Born Again? This booklet goes into abortion. We have only a few copies left, so if you want a free copy, please go ahead and ask for one very quickly. Abortion is murder. I don't care what left liberals are saying, what women are saying who want to have an abortion. They are committing murder in the eyes of God. And this horrific case right now shows how far it can go if we don't wake up. And we had better wake up soon. Thank you very much for listening. This is Norbert Link for the Standing Watch program.
Standing Watch is a presentation by The Church of the Eternal God, P.O. Box 270519, San Diego, California 92198. More information is also available at our website, eternalgod.org.